Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you, most welcome. If you are returning and you're a subscriber, awesome. There's gonna be a draw at the end of the month and thank you. By the way, I'm sitting on one of those exercise bouncy balls. So I figured instead of pulling myself with the roll chair all the time or sitting in a regular one, I try this for my posture. Keep me good, right? I do the 13 zodiacs. If you're not familiar with what those are, please just do your research and then come back. Check out my videos. There's more than 1,000 something videos, so there's lots for everybody. And you can brush up a little bit and then come back if you want. Anyways, I do the 13 zodiacs. So what I'm gonna do is normally I put in the description box right underneath specifically what it is, but instead I'm gonna put in the algorithm for whatever zodiac I choose. That way, other people that come across the title or if they feel compelled to will get the message that they're supposed to get. Because I don't just want to limit it, and I kind of want to broaden the horizon, so to speak, for those out there. Because there's so many people out there, right? And I'm not really worried about the likes, the subscribes, or anything like that, or how many people actually see it, because I know the right people will see it at the right time. So forgive me for the background noise. I'm sure it's going to be copyrighted or something like that so that I can be monetized for this video, but that's okay. I'm going to try it anyways. And it's in French. Not sure, but I was digging some of the music that was on there that they were playing live. So Capricorn, January 19th to February 15th. Like I said, the 13 zodiacs. It's a little bit shifted, a little bit different when it comes to dates. I'm almost wondering this whole shift that we had for like the weather, how like winter's moved a little bit over and spring and summer, and it's kind of like shifted a little bit, if you know what I'm talking about. One of the things I wanted to mention is if you're out there and you have some pull, like you actually have pull or whatever for buildings or whatever people are putting up, churches, anything like that, get those bells back out there. Seriously, we need to get those bells back out there. I personally don't, by the way, one thing you should know, guys, is that, like, I'll jump from one thing to another. When it comes to being like kind of nerdy, I'm not too big on the superheroes, but I was watching one of the Venom Spider-Man 3 movie, and he literally was able to pull the venom off him because of the vibrational frequency that the bell in the building, in the big church or whatever you call it, was doing. It was ringing so loud, and he was able to kind of like separate it from him. And then when it came to the other guy, who's actually the guy off of that 70s show, I don't know his name as an actor, sorry dude, but when it came to him and it getting on him, in order to get it off him, he kind of surrounded him with a bunch of, I think they're just metal beams or something like that, and he was hitting them all, going around hitting them all, and it was like causing this thing to like separate from him. So we need to get the bells back. You could do your research on that too. I know there is a lot of different stuff out there, guys, information or the AI generated stuff, or just use your discernment, okay? When it comes to learning new shit, there's no excuse. We all have access to information, an abundance of information. So we should probably be using it, I think. All right, let's get started, Capricorn. Let's see what we got. I may sit up in the big chair because it's kind of like really low. Light a candle for your past loved ones or someone special with the intent to honor and give thanks. All right, Capricorns, or anybody out there this resonates. It's really nice to commemorate people or in memory of, or have a shrine for them, or even just light a candle or do something in honor of them. Even giving them like little bits of food if you want. Some cultures and traditions do this, but lighting a candle is really significant. So this message is for you. And then what steps can you take right now to make your situation better? If you've been going through a lot, maybe you're going through a rough awakening, or you're going through like separation with people, or you're going through like the understanding, just the comprehension alone sometimes is mind-blowing. The amount of information that comes in when we're opening up That's kind of how I want to call it. The way our vessels are, it's like amplified. When we open up, it's just allowing other things to come in and other information. So it could be really overwhelming and shocking, and maybe it could have triggered your nervous system too. So if you need to do something just to kind of mellow yourself out and keep yourself grounded, then take a next step and do it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I've never really been in the French music, but some of it's good. Gleam, a small stream of light. All right, so that's giving me the energy of hope. Brightness, to shoot a dart as rays of light, or to shine, or to flash. So you could be in your star energy, or it's within you. Whatever you need is within you. So allow it to come out. Allow yourself to shine. Don't give a fuck what other people are thinking or anything like that. You're allowed to be in your authentic state. That's free will, and that's a choice, and it's your choice to make, not anybody else's. All right. This could also be what they call what do they call it? It's like a, not shimmer. It's like a, yeah, glimmer. It's like a glimpse. It's something, little synchronicities and signs around you that just kind of like lift you up. Look for the good, okay? Look for the good intentions in people. Look for the good so that you're manifesting and vibrating on that too. Try the best you can. I'm not saying be naive and ignore signs, especially red flags or something with other people. That'd be dumb, right? I'm not giving you that advice, but what I'm saying is try not to focus just solely on that. You have to broaden yourself too. And if you're learning, I completely understand. It's a little bit difficult sometimes to balance the two, but what we got for Capricorn, or those that are watching that this resonates? Five of Swords. Yeah, a bit in your head, a bit much still. I don't know if I got this for you last time too, Capricorn. Did I? If you have a lot of people chirping in your ear, you're just getting your, maybe it's a lot of information all at once. Like I said, you could be getting other entities or energies trying to connect with you. And I say separately from communicating with you. So make sure you stay cleansed. And if it is really hateful and negative energy, or the thoughts or anything like that, that's not yours. That's not for you. And you can learn from it and release and let it go. Not the best energy to be in, but sometimes we have to be there. Sometimes we need to kind of go within so we can overcome. The guy in the mountain back there, you got to overcome the bad shit, and it kind of like elevates you. It almost looks like this beam coming up from him too. That could be like that glimmer. There are signs around you. You're just gonna have to look, okay? It is a gift. Maybe that could be what's over fucking whelming your head, is the fact that your gifts are just high tuned and really sensitive right now. If you're somebody that indulges in anything like smoking or drinking to give you comfort or what, but it may be fucking with your senses, it may be fucking with your gifts. So if you're smoking, drinking, maybe even doing drugs, even medication, some medication will really fuck with our chakras. It'll really fuck with our subconscious and conscious mind, and not always make it the easiest to naturally do what is supposed to come to us naturally. So be aware of that and pay attention to that. What else we got here for Capricorn? Ten of Swords. So there was a form of betrayal. Take it as it resonates. Either you yourself betrayed another person, you betrayed yourself, or somebody betrayed you. This can also be heavy emotions and heavy burdens too. Like I said, when it comes to a form of betrayal, sometimes we can break our own hearts, we can hurt ourselves, we can really put a damper on us, even our own subconscious. But like I said, there's other entities and energies around us too, so be discerning. Because if something is really destructive and really weighing you down, that's not your energy. You know who you truly are inside. Remember the good things as a child. that you did out of kindness or just pure unconditional love. That's who you truly are. I can promise you that. You may be looking to the past or looking to speak to some people. There's a lot of birds. It almost looks like a whole pathway of ups and downs. See that? I just noticed that now as I was putting that there. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're not really worried about monetary things. You're not worried about money. You're not worried about where anything's going to come from. That's not the problem. It's more of an emotional state of being. And honestly, when it comes to heaven or hell, emotional state of being is a state of being in its own. So don't let it control you either. There is some sort of camouflage thing here going on too with her hair and her hair tie. So maybe ties to certain people or energetic ties that are to you. See how it goes like her hair and then she's got a wrap, but it matches her garment and it kind of blends in, and then her hair is shown over here again. But it's almost like in the form of like a shadow too. Whatever it is that you need to do to get more clarity on the situation, maybe ask questions around people. If you're normally not like the vocal kind, maybe start asking some fucking friends, family, or whatever. Just start asking them random questions. They may find it odd, but the right ones are going to stay around you anyway, so who gives a fuck? You won't know till you ask. But if other people are manipulating or gaslighting you or doing something and they're camouflaging the ties with you, and it is the root chakra, so that'd be a form of purpose, right? The red. You're really gonna have to find out who's hiding it, because they're kind of pulling on you. Light and dark. The only reason I have these on is so that's not too loud for me, and I feel like I have to sneeze. Nope. What do I want to go to? Past life oracle card. Sorry about that, guys. Past life oracle card. What is the pattern here? Health is really number one, so that's what you want to focus on first. The Serpent, Capricornus. Health is something you really need to look into right now. If you're not currently going through anything, then you've already figured this out. You've learned this lesson, but this is a recurring cycle. So maybe you do really well for a period of time, and then for a long time you go into either like a mental kind of ailment, or you go into a physical kind of ailment, and then that like wipes you out for a period of time, which is not good because we want to keep you high vibrational. So you're gonna have to do what you need to do to keep this upright, because your mental health and your physical health are very important. So is your oral health too. I miss when they used to hand out gum for free. Let's see, Island Time Wellness cards, Capricorn, are those watching? I wonder what's gonna happen with the background music with this. Capricorn. Ooh, that was a lot. Alright. Seduction. So if you're trying to master your chakras, make sure you're mastering your sacral chakra. Attracting, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. That would be your creativity and your sexuality. The color orange, if you're not familiar. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, and hovering. If you're waiting for a response from somebody or reply from somebody, but this is almost giving me the feeling like you're not the one wanting to speak to certain people or speak about certain things. Could be the fact that you're getting in your head a bit. Well, you speak when you're good and ready to. I wouldn't force you to do something like that. Okay? Cassettes, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying the events over in your head. So again, thinking way too much. This is repetitive. I'm getting a lot of the same energy here. If there is any kind of blockages in your sacral chakra, it may be causing the conflict that's going on in your head too. And this person almost looks like they're thinking of this other person that's turned away, backs turned. So somebody that walked away and end to a relationship, part of it was happy. This other person, not so much. And this person is faced away. So that could be the person you're waiting for a call on. Self-indulgence. Focus on yourself. Self-worth. Time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. I don't know how many times I'll say that on here for you guys. I will repeat myself sometimes because repetition is a part of learning. And you're going to have to do the things for yourself that you need to do, okay? And then we got twin flames. That could be that twin energy I was seeing over there. Yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other well. You also complement yourself well, right? You want to be good for you too. You want to have that balance of yin and yang too. Masculine, feminine, light and dark side. Next year, we're going to be really focusing on divine unions. This is with self and with other people. Because it's 2027, it reduces to a 2. And then we've got boat at the very end of it. So you're going to come out of this. You may not think you're going to come out of this, but you're going to come out of this. Receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, and closure of issues. Just do it. Like Nike, right? You ever look up that? I think it's a god. Nike. It looks like it's spelled Nike, but it's Nike. And I think they took a bit from there for that company. I think they may be using that god or goddess energy. The idea of it, if you're going to have to get shit done, solar plexus energy. Just do it. Just do it. You need to fulfill yourself before another person can come in your life if you are single. Seeing this energy a lot when I'm doing my readings. The Page of Swords. And one went all the way over here. You may not want to be looking at it right now. The Wheel of Fortune. The way I picked it up is in the reverse. The problem with that is that I don't know which way it actually landed. So it's my assumption that it's in the reverse. So you could be assuming right now that because things aren't going a certain way, or you're in your head a certain way, and you're really getting to yourself, you're focusing on outdated thinking and maybe waiting for response, and the sacral energy needs some work, that seduction, that lust. That's an entity attachment too. It's a lesson that needs to be learned. When you learn it, you transmute it. When you transmute it, it's no longer a trigger. When it's no longer a trigger, it's now your superpower. Master yourself from the inside out. Page of Wands. I'm getting the carefree energy, a younger energy. Maybe this is your inner child needing to speak to you. This inner child is crowned. This inner child is divine. Whoever I'm speaking to right now. Right? There's an innocence about you. There is a carefree, loving kind of energy about you. Maybe there were some people in your past that did you wrong. But I think a lot of us have to go through certain things so that we get the understanding. And if you focus so much on what you've lost, then that's what's going to be the cycle until you realize that you haven't lost anything, because you still have you. And if somebody or something is meant to come back to you, what do they say? Then it will come back to you if it's meant to be. If he or she or whatever it is meant for you, it will come back to you. There is no opportunity that's going to be missing you. There is no loss when it comes to things that you don't actually need. And there's some people that you may like take that quote and be like, okay, well, what about the people in poverty? The matrix is fucked, for one. I'll put it that way. But there is always room for growth, and even the people at the very lowest have most of them have a true understanding of what it is to value something or someone. And I'm not just speaking about those that are like low income. I'm talking about everybody, but most of the time those that are in lack have a great appreciation for when they're given something. And those people have contracts, they have certain things they have to go through, certain lessons they have to go through. Unfortunately, karma that's passed down to them from their ancestors or possibly a past life, if you believe in that sort of thing. In my opinion, I do, because there's certain children born that have way too much information that nobody ever taught them, that they just know about one specific individual in the past that passed away, and there's evidence and proof of it. So, okay, that being said, let's see this Five of Swords. Why are you in the head? At the very end, I'll go through and I'll get a rune. So that twisted and went over here. Certain things, certain words could be twisted. The Chariot, movement and movement forward, and also guidance too. There could be misguidance from other people around you, or guidance in general when it came to certain blockages that were around you or certain lessons that need to be learned. The Chariot energy is usually like moving forward with a good sense of self, very passionate, protected. Cancerian, you could be dealing with a Cancerian, or maybe that's the person you're thinking of. I'll put the card over there. You could view this person as negative or in the reverse, or maybe just they were in the wrong, whatever you feel. And only take this as it resonates. Don't make it fit. Don't force it, because then you're consciously thinking of that and you're creating it too, remember? What's this health over here? Knight of Pentacles. So your money situation and your health are aligned. I don't think you're concerned about money, and you seem pretty carefree with it. I put these two together. But when it comes to your health, the Knight of Pentacles is important. So that could be what's connected. This could be your energy here. Knight of Pentacles energy. Like I said, a bit younger. Somebody that's not afraid to like explore certain things, or maybe go on their own. Maybe you've gone to a trip for like in another country, or you're really used to traveling alone or going by yourself. And you have no problem with that. You're good with animals. You could be actually really good at grounding. When it comes down to it, you're good at keeping the balance and grounding yourself. But yeah, your health is really important. What's this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? And is it just like perception? This Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You've seen something like a hair. Seven of Wands. Manifestation, building, alignment. As you can see here, alignment's really freaking important, guys, especially when it comes to your manifestations. And this woman, she's almost, it looks like to be in a globe, almost like the image of a snow globe. That whole idea of containing something, having it within you, like I said, very peaceful. And she's looking over to her right shoulder. Right hand side of the brain controls the left hand side of the body. To me, that'd be the creative side. To me, that would be more in touch with the inner child. And that's to describe the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you could be working on your perception, or maybe certain things seem to be in the reverse or are in the reverse because of the way that you're holding on to certain things. That Five of Wands energy, Ten of Swords energy. I know it gets upsetting when people fuck us over, the Ten of Swords energy, and it could be perceived as so many different things of why they have done us wrong, but holding on to it's not going to help. Keep working, doing what you're doing, allow yourself to grow, challenge yourself when it comes necessary. The Seven of Wands says to me, the information is that you are taking aligned action, you are doing the best that you can. Yeah, more. This is jazzy. Fern. Who am I getting? Galifianakis, in between two ferns. So you could be the kind of guy that's very like dry humor, and maybe you're used to insulting people, no problem. But when Galifianakis gets challenged and somebody insults him back and they really zing him good, he plays it off like he's not hurt. But like my intuition and my perception of it, what I'm picking up, the energetic gift I have of picking up, I know that that one stung a bit more than others, right? So that could be your energy. Maybe you're dealing with somebody like that. The name of many cryptograms producing leaves called fonds. Fonds. Now, another thing I'm getting is like Fern Gully. There's that connection and that grounding because he's walking barefoot. But crypto is really, really interesting how they use that word for the definition. Many crypto, it doesn't say grams, many cryptograms, Gams. Could be dealing with cryptocurrency. I personally don't dabble in that too much. I don't know about that stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but nothing. Maybe somebody usually says that to you, but nothing. What do we want here? Who's this Chariot in reverse? I keep seeing honor and nobility. I don't know, maybe that is something you hold dear, or that's something you really respect. Maybe you watch a lot of shows like that. We got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, not really working with other people or wanting to work on your gifts and skills and talents and abilities, or this is somebody you're dealing with, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you're not bound to nothing. You don't feel the need to be like coddled, even though you might be, but there are strings attached. There's lots of strings in this. Everywhere I'm looking in there is strings. So there could be a cord cutting that you need to do. If you don't know how to do that sort of thing, do your research first, then seek help from those individuals that maybe have good, like, I don't know, a good name and reputation for themselves or something like that. That's like maybe their specialty. That's what I'm saying. So not just one that does a bunch of different things, but something that's a specialty. And I'm kind of a hypocrite to say this because I myself in my business do lots of different things, but I like to keep it open because many different people need many different things. And so I do many different things in my business. If you like my videos, like, share, subscribe. You don't have to. You can check out Smart Alternative Muse Art for my portfolio and the different services that I offer. There's going to be a draw at the end of the month for February and 4 places. And you could use the P.O. box or your own mailbox. I don't give a shit. Free postage. Okay. Yeah, come back to what I was saying. Yeah, there's a lot of cord cutting that needs to be done here for the Chariot energy. So, and even in this one, guys, look at that. Look at all the fucking strings. And he may not be, or she not holding strings, but those are reins. Let it go. Those horses already know where they're going. If that's you want to call a person a horse too. We're in the year of the horse as well. Let it go. Those reins the person's holding so tightly, just let it go. Obviously put it somewhere safe, or don't have them at all because you trip up the horse. But yeah, whatever this is a cord cutting. I personally could be on here giving you advice of what I do for myself. I prefer not to. There's other people out there that'll share lots of information with you of how they do things or what they do. Sometimes I'll share stuff, but the cord cutting itself, nah, I don't feel comfortable sharing what I do to cut the cords from the people that are attached to me. Okay? Yeah, let's go for the runes. So if you're new to my channel, Elder Birth Arc runes. They have multiple meanings. Make sure that you look up the meanings. Okay, make sure you do your research. I'll get 4 here. So we've got Taiwas. Looks like this. You can pause it if you need to and go look it up. Got Taiwas. Multiple meanings there. Usually, to me, it symbolizes, first off, when I see it, is surrender. Then we got the moon energy. That could be within the next full moon, or you were affected by the moon that we just had. Because a lot of people were doing some shit. So protect yourself. Learn how to protect yourself. Be creative. And another blank one. So that's 2 moons in a row. Make sure you're cleansing your energy, cleansing yourself for your health. And then we've got, last but not least, Fehu. Innocent. Cattle, wealth, honesty, possessions, luck, happiness, abundance. Give me inner child. Letter F. And solar plexus energy and third eye chakra. Those could be very lit for you, it feels like. Or that could be something you need to activate. Okay? Let's see, what else we got here? I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I could put. What's this? 7 of Wands that you're working on. Okay. Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. So you're High Priest, High Priestess. And you've even got the runes in here. We've got Manas, Laguz, Pertho or Unknown. And we've got Wunjo, Joy. Lady or Man of the Moon. Using the intuition connection with source. Okay, that's crown chakra. And a little bit of third eye chakra, solar plexus energy. And you got your heart chakra energy here. And then you've got your blue throat chakra energy. But she's not really speaking. But you could see her. You could see the eyes through her eyes. Almost like translucent. For some reason, I just seen a peacock. There's no peacock here or peacock feather. That could be significant, okay? And then we got the Ace of Wands as well. It's within you. You have everything you need and more. If you are really good with your third eye chakra, use it to manifest, all right? Remember to love you. Please do.